So in this segment, we're going to speak with John Keast, who's president of the South Lyon's Four Seasons Garden Club. Did I say that right, John?
Yeah, exactly. You said it better than me.
Okay, good. All right, well, welcome. Thanks. Well, why don't you tell us about your organization?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having this event.
Sure.
It's very important to our clubs, actually.
Great.
Our club was founded by Florence Ream in 1994, and we have educational speakers at our regular meetings at our garden club. We meet the first Tuesday of the month,
Okay.
and we meet during the winter months at the senior South Lyon, at the Jungle, at the high school,
Okay.
at the Center for Active Adults.
Right.
At 7 o'clock we have the speakers, and at 6:30 we have refreshments and things like that. They usually start at 7 o'clock, and during the summer we meet at members' gardens.
Okay.
After all the speakers are done and things like that.
Okay.
So we have an important meeting here April 3rd. We have a real famous writer that's coming in. She writes for the Michigan Gardener. She owns it. And she's going to be talking about Michigan Gardeners field trips. And just off-site gardening spots that you don't see in Michigan.
Okay.
You know, sometimes we all drive so fast up to your cabin, you can't go off the road and look at things. Well, we had trouble one day, my wife and I, and we had to go all the back roads, all the way down from the Upper Peninsula with my car. And all of a sudden you see all these garden centers,
Right.
and you can't stop because you don't know it might be the last time you start your car. You know, I go, oh my God. So that's what we do. That's what's coming up.
Okay.
And
Now, how do you fundraise?
well, we have that's what we were going to talk about here.
Okay.
Cheryl Anderson is a member of our garden club. She started a garden walk in 1999
Okay.
and continues today. On Saturday, July 12th, we will be having a garden walk. It will start from this library, Salem South Lyon Library, at 10 o'clock in the morning on that Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You get to look at all the gardens around the library. You probably saw them as you came in.
Sure.
And we have 6 residential gardens that people can go around
Okay.
and explore
Right.
and see how they're doing their garden, get some great ideas.
Okay. So you walk to other people's
Yeah,
houses?
yeah, it's real cheap, $10 for a ticket,
Great.
and before you get to, you can get discount tickets before the event. So
Okay. Great.
we're keeping it down low, and
Yeah. So that's one of the ways you fundraise. Right?
that's our major fundraiser.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that date on that again? You said.
Saturday, July 12th,
Gotcha.
and I guess the most important thing about a garden walk is, people will come up to you and say, "When's your next garden walk? We enjoyed it so much," from other cities.
Okay.
And that makes you go, "Wow, okay." It makes you feel important. Like, man, we better do a good job here,
So does your group do work here at the library?
Our club, a lot of our members in our club takes care of individual gardens here. It's a great library,
Yeah.
and everybody has an individual garden. So our club members take the time and energy to take care of one plot of garden here.
Okay, so they're kind of showing off their skills by doing it here at the
Yeah,
library,
and
right?
a lot of people can come here and see what we're doing, so
Okay.
they get a good idea.
Excellent. Good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What else did you want to offer? Let the folks know.
Our next meeting is March 6th at the Center for Active Adults at the South Lyon High School. It will be Karen Goldman. She's a speaker, and she's the owner of Michigan Heirlooms. And she'll be talking on making your garden productive from spring to fall.
Okay.
Anybody can show up, and she starts her talk like at 7 o'clock, and it should be a good time.
All right.
I have,
Well, how can people get involved in your organization? Do you have a website? How can they reach you?
yes, I have a phone number. I have to look down my phone number now. 248-437-8539, or else you can just type in Four Seasons Garden Club on the internet,
Okay.
and it pops
They'll
up.
find you.
Yeah.
Right.
And my number, I said my number, right?
Yep.
Okay. I got to put in a good, we also do, our club is a good fit for South Lyon because there are a lot of people that are going back to gardening now, especially organic gardening. So they come to our club and they get to learn how to do their soil, how to grow their plants. And I'm amazed South Lyon has a strong community garden at the cemetery. And a lot of residents have their own little plot there.
Sure.
And so they're learning how to do it. And they're very good. It's really expanding around all Michigan.
It seems to be becoming more popular.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just like, wow, right? It takes a lot of time, you know. But I have one plug I got to put in for myself.
Sure.
I'm a straw bale garden instructor. And you probably know what's a straw bale garden.
Straw bale garden, yes.
Well, you can make your own garden out of one straw bale. You can grow tomatoes, your vegetables, and it's really, and there's no weeds. You know how you always got to pull those weeds in your garden.
So it's in a straw bale. Is there dirt in there?
No, as a straw bale composes down, it makes its own soil.
Okay.
So you don't have to,
Pretty simple.
yeah, just water and fertilize it, and I'm really excited. I've done it for 2 years now, and you know, still excited about it.
All right, good. Well, in another conversation, we're going to have to see, you know, the results of this.
Oh yeah, well I have a talk on March 12th at the Lyon Township Library
Okay.
on straw bale gardening. You almost have to see the whole picture.
Sure.
But I don't want to go into detail because I could go on right now. But the main thing is there's two sides to a straw bale. I don't know if you know that or not. There's a cut side and a folded side. The cut side has to be up because the stems are hollow, and that's how the water and fertilizer gets inside the straw bale.
Okay.
So that's very interesting. I've done baling all my life here when I was young, and I always wondered why did I get scratched by a straw bale.
Sure, right.
That's the cut side.
Excellent.
So,
all right, so we can learn more about that in the March event at the Lyon Township Library, right?
yeah.
Fantastic.
I got more time? Okay. We also provided a scholarship for the high school students last year for a student. We help at the Historical Society Depot Day. We had kids crafts and activities there. And the most important thing is, you know where the Blue Star Memorial is at McCaddy Parks?
Yep.
Well, our club put that up, and it services our armed forces, men and women in our armed forces. I think eventually the city's going to make that much bigger. They're going to have plans on bringing the flagpole and from downtown South Lyon out there. So when you go past that, you know, it really has memories and you know what's going on.
There's some meaning to that.
Yeah, some meanings, yeah. And we have a community plant exchange on May 5th.
Okay.
Anybody can bring a plant to McCaddy Park and exchange it and get take one home too. So that's kind of fun. We get a lot of people coming out there.
Okay, excellent.
For that.
Sounds like a good program.
Yeah.
Good. All right, we'll make sure all these dates and stuff are on the screen too.
Yeah, I know. I look down all the time because I don't want to mess up the wrong date. But you can always look on our internet. You know, you can always look on our webpage and things like that for all the good dates.
Great, John. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, and I could say thank you for having this. This is
pleasure.
great, actually.